Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we have our haul for March 2023. It even includes a box of customs. Let's check it out. Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics haul video. Really quick, I'm going to get into what's been going on and why I haven't been around the last few weeks, and then we'll get into these books. As I've stated in previous videos, I have had a lot of construction going on behind my house, so I have very few times that I can actually shoot video, or times when my grandkids are gone, like right now, and it has afforded me the very small windows to shoot. Not only was there a great purge in 2023, but I also canceled about 20 of my 50 pre-orders that I had up for the year, just to refocus on X-Men and Spider-Man stuff and some event books. So going forward, that will be what's going on at some point, if and when my financials recover to a point where I can start buying other books, and I'll definitely start doing that again, because I do enjoy those books, but I've really had to narrow it down to what was important, and I sold enough books to pay off my car and a bunch of other debts. So once again, thank you to all those that made purchases. Every little bit helps, and you guys helped me lift a bunch of debt off of my chest. So let's go ahead and get forward on this. I'm going to start with just the few that weren't customs, and then we'll get into those customs. I only have 2 books regularly for the haul, which is why I didn't have a haul earlier, because I didn't want to do a haul on one book, and I just got this one today. So both of these boxes showed up today, so I decided, hey, we got the custom books, let's do the haul. So let's dig into this. First and foremost, I already unboxed this. It's been a while. It's been out for a little bit, but we got Spider-Man Spiderverse. Very excited for that, folks. I finally got to get rid of the OHC when I was culling the books because we had this coming. So very excited to read that. Here's the spine. Here's the back. And I usually get DM covers, but I really liked this cover better than I liked the DM cover, so we went ahead and went with that. But that's Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon. All right, let's move this over here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's been a long few weeks, folks. I had some videos I wanted to shoot, but I just haven't had time, or there's been too much construction going on. I will have a couple dust jacket videos coming soon, so I'm trying not to make it a once-a-month thing. I'm trying to do at least 2 videos a month, but we'll see where it goes. All right, some great OPB packaging here as usual. Wrapped in their super bubble wrap. I'm really glad I got this because I've been saving all of the packaging for OPB, and I used every last scrap of it for selling books. So now let's see. Look at this. Like, you can bounce around, no problems. Love it. All right. I will try to edit the construction sounds out, but if I miss one, my apologies. Not too bad. This is Savage Avengers. This almost made the cancel list for me, but it does have Wolverine in it, which makes it an X-Men related book. And I don't think this is ever going to get a reprint. So I definitely wanted to grab this while I could, because if I change my mind later, it's going to be expensive later. So I just wanted to make sure to grab it now. But here's our spine. Here's our back. That's our Savage Avengers. All right, so like I said, kind of a short video because I only had a few books, but these will probably be the last customs I get for a while. The price of customs went up, and that's not anything bad against my creator. He's a really good guy, but I mean, his costs go up, so our costs have to go up. But between the shipping costs going up and the actual materials going up, this will probably be it for a while. It's not to say forever. Like I said, once I financially get in a better place, I'll probably start doing those again. But let's dig in here. Lots of packaging. Okay. Pull that like this. We got 4 new customs. Now that we got them all out of the way here, let's pull this here. All right, for my first 2, these are actually reprints that were made for another person, but when I saw them, I had to have them. And when he stopped making books for a while, because he was so overwhelmed with demand, I got to thinking, man, I wish I could have just had these books made. And that's pretty much what I went off of. If I could only have one last batch of books, what books would those be? And so these are the 4 books that were must-haves. And if I was only going to get one more shipment, I wanted to make sure to get these first. And I have other projects that I want to get later. But first, let's take a look here. Oh, you've got them shrink wrapped. There, that's much faster. I just wanted to cut through all me unwrapping the shrink wrap. I didn't realize they were shrink wrapped when I first pulled them out. So that just saves us some time. Let's start off here with the DC versus Marvel Comics. This is the Amalgam book, where they have it's a mesh of DC and Marvel characters, like Wolverine and Batman as Darkclaw, for instance. But I read a lot of these in singles when they came out. I didn't read all of them, but this collects all of them. Later on, I'm not going to go into everything each one of these books collects right now, but I will put a poll up on the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group to see what book you guys want me to overview next. But this is the first book, the DC versus Marvel, and that's all the Amalgam books. Now this is the Marvel DC crossovers. I was not one of the lucky few that was able to get my hands on a JLA Avengers, but so the only way for me to do that was to do the custom, and these are all crossovers like Superman and Spider-Man. What do we got here? Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men and Teen Titans, Punisher, Batman, Silver Surfer, Superman, Daredevil, Batman. There's a lot of different crossovers collected here, and since these 2 books are unlikely to ever get reprints, I had to get them. They were just stuff that we couldn't pass it by. We had to get it now. Get it while you can. All right. So these last 2 books were commissions that I decided I really wanted to have these. And this had a small mini series back in the day, and they picked it up again recently. This last year, and once those were printed, I had to do a full omnibus of it. But this is the new Fantastic Four, which features Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Hulk, and Spider-Man as the Fantastic Four. So like I said, they did a little mini of it back in the 90s, and then Peter David picked it up again this last year, and finished, and basically picked up where the last in the 90s left off and continued from there. So it's got the whole package in it. Here's our spine. Here's our back, which just shows the collective covers. Now, when I do the full overview, I'll take the dust jackets off and you guys can see the actual covers, but we're going to save that for those overviews. And here is my last book. I'm just going to make some room here. Now, here's my last book. This is for the gamers out there. This is for the gamer and me, and the gamer and all of you. Some of you, I should say. I had this made because they made a lot of different comic series, little mini-series of games that I love, and I don't think they'll ever get a hardcover treatment, let alone a full omnibus treatment. So we went ahead and did the comic anthology of PlayStation Omnibus. Now, this has issues of God of War. The big reason I wanted to make this was because of The Last of Us is all in here, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted, Legacy of Kain, and Resistance Fall of Man. These are all PlayStation-based games, and I wanted to make an omnibus that reflected some of the greatest games of our time in comic book form. I've had some ideas for like a Gears of War book, or maybe even like a Castlevania book would be nice, or Metal Gear Solid if we can find something of that. But this really did represent the best in gaming for me, and we just had to make an omnibus. I'm super excited to read this, folks. I haven't read any of these. I never got any of the singles, so we're going to check this out next. But let's get our final shot. And that's our haul for March 2023. I will try and get more videos out more frequently. I shoot right now when I have time. We're not going away by any means, but when my hauls are only 1 or 2 books, chances are I'll probably skip that and do it a following month, or just basically whenever I get enough books. I probably won't do a haul video for less than 3, maybe 4 books. My customs do come from my friend across the pond. However, all my other books do come from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. I've already made spaces for these customs behind me, so in the coming videos, you'll see those customs up here behind me. But stick around, true believers. In the coming weeks, Bad Wolf Comics has much more in store. For starters, keep an eye out on the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group. I will be putting up a poll asking you folks which one of these customs you want me to overview next. And I should also have some new custom dust jacket videos in the next few weeks. With that said, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.